Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to use the palette. I'm going to swatch it for the first time. I've had a thing about swatching the palette. I don't want to ruin it because it looks so new to me. So this is not a review really, this is just me playing with it, swatching it, maybe a first impressions. So first of all, I want to show it to you guys. This is how it looks like. As you know, this is the palette that JaclynHill did with Morphe, and it is still brand new. I haven't even touched it yet. Okay, let's do this. I'm hyperventilating. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch it. So I swirled my finger in each shade, and I'm starting off with the first row of this palette. And I'm going to start from this side to this side. Sorry, I kind of messed it up there. But starting with this shade, we have In Light. Here we have Beam. Then we have Silk Cream. This one is called MFEO. This one is called Faint. This one is Sissy, and it's a really pretty color. It's kind of like iridescent. Like if you see it from this side, it looks very pinkish. Can you see there? But then if you see it from the front, it kind of looks like pinky and a little bit of yellow or orangey shade. And then this one is called Little Lady. Alright, so to continue on the second row, here we have Creamsicle, Butter, Pooter, Pukey, Hunts, Firework, and Queen. Alright, so to continue with the third row, we have this one right here that it's called Obsessed. This one is called SBN. This one's called Hillster. This one is called Roxanne, Jax, Buns, and Crane Apple. So from this row, I believe these three right over here were the patchiest. Like, I had to swatch a few times to get it to this point. Okay, so for the fourth row, we have right over here Royalty, Twerk, Hustle, Meeks, 24/7, Chip, and Mocha. From this row, this color right here and this color right here were the hardest to swatch. I had to swatch twice to get it to this point. These ones were a little bit dry, and this one was a little bit patchy too, but it wasn't that bad. Now I'm really impressed with these two colors. I thought they were not going to be as pigmented as they are. Alright, so this is the last row. This is the fifth row. And this color right here is called Pool Party. And if you're into greenish, bluish colors, this one is the most pretty of the palette. This one is called Jada or Jada. This one's called Diva. This one's called Enchanted. Here we have Central Park, Soda Pop, and Abyss. Really pretty. The mattes were a little bit dry and sort of patchy. Not that patchy, you know, but I did have to swatch them twice as well. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start coming up with a look. Okay, let me start. I have the insert here so I know the names. Let me start with maybe Silk Cream. When I swatch it, it looked like my skin tone, so it will probably be a better transition shade. So let's start. Oh my god. Okay, next. I think I'm gonna get Pooter. Pooter. Let's get you here. I'm just going on a whim here and creating something that I think will look good. Nice. Okay, so obviously this is not planned, so I have no idea what shade to use next. I'm in between the shade Chip and Mocha because I kind of want to use it for my outer V over here. Chip looks like more intense, so I will probably play it safe with Mocha. I'm just gonna grab Mocha and apply it in this area over here. Oh, nice. I also want to use like a natural look, something that I can create every day, because I mostly use my makeup for work, so. That looks nice and it blended right in. Let me go a little bit more darker in this area, in the outer V area. I think I'm gonna grab Soda Pop. Oh my god, no, that's too dark. Maybe Central Park. So this is Central Park, and I'm going to take it home. It kind of worked. You see, when I'm taking the brush, it really doesn't get that much product that it will look crazy, but it looks nice, you know, like just the right amount. Sometimes there's some shades where you just pick the brush and by touching it you get too much product, and then when you're applying in the eye it's a mess. But this one, I just touched the shade over here, and while I'm applying I'm not taking too much product on the brush, so that's cool. So I can build it up slowly but surely, and they blend nice. I mean, as much as I know, because I'm just a makeup lover. Okay, I'm taking this other blending brush, the E25, and I'm blending everything out. Ooh. Okay, I am liking this shade over here. It's called Obsessed, and I believe I'm going to be obsessed with it, honestly. I know it's a cliche, but it is pretty. Compared to all these ones, I mean, these shimmers right up top, they look really nice, like for the lid, but this shade right here calls me, so it calls me. So I'm gonna apply this shade all over the lid. And I have an eye shading brush. I think this is the E55. If it doesn't come up well in the brush, I'll probably use my finger. Honestly, it's not coming that much product on the brush, so I'll have to like pack it on a few times. But I always do that anyways. Fancy you, Mariluz. Okay, I'm going with the finger. I just want to see how it looks with the finger. You liking? Me liking? Oh god, okay. I applied with the finger, and it honestly looks like if I would wet the shade, like it looks like if I use Fix Plus with it. So that's awesome. I'm gonna go back with the shade, maybe Silk Cream. This one right over here. And I'm going to blend and blend and blend. It looks cool. Okay, back with the shade Obsessed and on the other eye. as you can see, it's not like overwhelming. But it looks pretty after you pack it on a few times. Now, this one does make me feel like it totally is a Morphe eyeshadow, at least obsessed. Like, it's not as creamy as the other ones. Let me get Silk Cream again, this one over here, and blend that other eye. Let me go in my bottom lash line. I'm gonna take the shade Pooter, this one over here, below Silk Cream, Pooter, and I'm going to apply it here. It kind of pooped all over my face, but now these matte shades are kind of very creamy. Now I'm gonna take the shade, Central Park, and I'm gonna apply it over here. I'm looking for this one of these brushes, the flat definer, just so I have like a little bit of pop of color at the bottom. I want to try the purple one. Oh, that looks nice. This one's really creamy as well. Alright guys, I did it! Now it's... now it looks so dirty. Oh goodness. There's no way I'm coming back from this. But, oh well. Okay, so now that I swatched every color in the palette and my hair came to its true state, I can say I like the palette. I don't love it, just because there's some of the few shades are kind of patchy, dry. I'm sure they'll perform different on the eyes. I mean, that's what I've heard lately, but I don't know. I will use it honestly because I bought it, but like I'm not really impressed with these colors around here, like these warm colors, just because they were the patchiest of all and they were a little bit dry. Like I said, it would probably perform different on the eyes, but I didn't use them today, so I wouldn't know. Another thing that I wanted to mention is while I was doing the swatches, my hands got very stained, as you can see there, and also my arm got stained. Let me see. Can you see the shadows there? Maybe not. But yeah, my arms got stained. I washed them, I scrubbed, I even used eye makeup remover, and it didn't work. So probably when I take a shower, it will come off. But honestly, it hasn't come out yet, and it kind of started happening with the third row. The fifth row, like the darker shades, that was the one that got me really pretty stained. Honestly, I was kind of an informed consumer when I bought this palette, and I really didn't have 100% very high expectations, just because I knew it was Morphe shadows. They were not really high-end shadows, and I have Morphe palettes and I did like them. I mean, they're really nice, but it's not something I reach for it every time. Now, to be honest, I feel like this palette performs somewhat better, and I say somewhat because it's just some shades that do perform better than the Morphe palette that I have, but then there are other shades that are kind of patchy, and that's throwing me off a little bit. And this is all about finger swatching. Sometimes, you know, when you finger swatch, it's not the same as when it performs on the eyes. I did like when I used the darker color called Central Park. I did like that when I was using the brush, it didn't pack on that much product. So when I was blending, it was really easy to blend and it didn't have any fallout, so that I liked. I really liked the look that I came up with, kind of like natural look, but still with a little bit of pop of color at the bottom. The purple, you can't see it that much on camera. I'll probably, like I said, take a picture to see if it comes out and you can see exactly the details on the eye look. But I feel like I would wear this every day at work, and honestly that's why I wear makeup. I mean, I use makeup on a daily basis to go to work. But yeah, I'll probably play a little bit more and I will keep you posted on this. Now if you want to buy it, it's really up to personal opinion. When I got it, I was really more drawn to the purples and the blues, and I'm happy to say that those colors didn't disappoint. If you ask me if I would repurchase, I'll probably say yes, just because I know what I got it for. I got it for those specific shades because I do have a lot of warm shadows. I do have a lot of warm palettes that I can work with. I like the color selection and all of that, so that's why I got it. I got this palette for around $45. I used the code from JaclynHill, the Morphe code, to get a little bit of a discount. I honestly didn't want to pay more than 30 bucks for this palette because I knew there were Morphe shadows, but I still did. Now, to give you a little bit of more guidance, if you're buying the palette for these colors right here, I will say just get it because they're really nice. They're pigmented, they're creamy, and I haven't used it on the eyes, but I wasn't disappointed with them. Now, if you want the palette for these colors right here, these warm shades, I'm gonna say no way, Jose. Like, don't spend your money for these colors only, just because there are other palettes in the market that will be a lot better quality. For example, the Modern Renaissance. The Modern Renaissance is like a holy grail palette for almost everyone. It's bomb, guys, and it has those similar colors that you can play with and have those warm shadows as well, and they're a lot more creamier. Again, this is all my first impressions, what I think about the palette. I haven't played with it, so I will definitely keep you posted if I change my mind. Most likely I will keep playing with the palette to see how I really like it. Now, on a different note, I am still working with my background. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm still working with all your recommendations. I will probably do my husband does my makeup because I asked Jay, my husband, and he said yes. So I'm gonna set that up soon. I also am working with Smoky Eye with the Pirates of the Caribbean palette that you guys requested. And I'm planning on the highlighting challenge. Now, I don't want to do it yet because I'm breaking out a lot, and I know when I use highlights it kind of emphasizes everything. I really don't want to look like a hot mess, so I'm still working on it to, you know, get out of this acne phase and see if my face clears a lot in order to do the highlighting challenge. But yeah, I think that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below, share this video, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye.